Welcome, Friday night football here at Darwin Football Stadium at Larrakia Park. Each and every day, by every hour, Morris, it's just getting hotter and hotter and more humid and more humid. It sort of creeps up on you like that shadow, and then bang. So it is getting incredibly hot and humid. Even tonight, this game kicking off at 8:30 local time is going to feel it. And these two teams will have to push through that, push through and do their game plan as the coach has instructed. And from Casuarina's point of view, they really need to win this one, Morris, because where they sit on the table, they have Uni Azzurri just gone past them. They've got a couple of teams in front of Uni Azzurri that could just pull away. And they've also got teams underneath. Port Darwin, very dangerous, coming up behind them. So it is a really needable, there's a new word for you, win that they need.
I get what you mean.
Thank you very much.
But I agree. So Casuarina's got to really put it in. They haven't been in form. They've dropped a bit of form.
Yeah.
Hopefully tonight is the change of the table, and they can really bring it up with this weather, this humidity. It's going to be a bit challenging, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And look, three of the key players, like Gordon Piera, the centre, such a great player, has been out and still out again. You have Kill Martin, Robbie, haven't seen him all year or since the COVID return. Yeah. So two fundamental players for this squad that we haven't seen. But there's enough talent in there with Reza Passmore at the back. They've got a great keeper in Dion. They've got some midfielders there that'll cause you grief. And tonight we want to see the best of Marky Casemiro, and I'm not sure you probably as much as me didn't check to see whether Rodriguez is on the bench or starting. So if little Louis playing, they'll have plenty of firepower up front. Now let's just quickly turn to Mindle. Hit and miss over the last few weeks. They've been there and then they've been out of it, dropped in and out of games as well as in between games. How do you see them?
Look, I just think that teams that peak very soon, they tend to get a bit of a plateau. Then they start again, they grab, they reassess how they've been going, and then they kick back in. So hopefully Mindil does that tonight, that they kick back in and say, now this is our third win. Let's go for it.
And you're always consistent about those teams that are fitter have a real good run in the early parts, and then everyone else catches up. Then it becomes a matter of game plan, skill, technical development inside the squad, and I guess the positional play and the application of the players.
Well, that's where the coach really earns his money, really.
Yeah,
or her
nothing.
Money. Or her money.
Or her money.
Did you say nothing?
No, they get nothing, money.
Okay.
They get Powerade.
Well, that's better than nothing.
No, they do really well. That's what I love about them. The volunteer work and the ethic is extraordinary. They're here to make sure that they leave a legacy with the team. My name is Bruce Stalter. This is Morris Diago. We're so happy to bring you a Friday night football that features Casuarina up against Mindle. Mindle sits above them on the table. It's a game that Casuarina must win. So we'll take a short break and be back with this game in around 85 degrees of 85% humidity and around 28 degrees. And there's a slight breeze that's come in too, which may help us. There's enough weather reports. Let's have some football. To all our friends and family and all the supporters of the Men's Premier League, welcome to this Friday night of the men at Darwin Football Stadium here at Larrakia Park. My name is Bruce Stalder. I've got Morris Durago with me giving some expert insights today in this match, which is a really key match for the team running from left to right on your screen. That's Casuarina in the black and white checks. And they've got... we've talked in the pre-game whether the youngster Luis Rodriguez would be playing. And what's your announcement on that one, Morris? Is he?
Yes, he's on, definitely 100%. Number 9 tonight.
Okay. And Mindle, of course, running around in the heavy tackle already on one of the most dangerous players in the Men's Premier League, in Charles Ericu, number 7. No wonder they're standing up in defence on him. So, Matty Misford, number 8, will place the ball. Referee and him having a chat. It'll be on his left foot. He'll curl this in, Morris, as he normally does. He's got some big timber there in terms of Kane McDowell and Kirby at the back there in the far way. He'll make his advance into the goal mouth shortly on the whistle. There's one person in the wall. And that's Sebastian's... who's that one there? Having a look. It's Rafael Suarez, number 2. Lightning fast, young Rafael. Dean Newell on the ball. There's a pass, more will go cross field to his partner in the centre of defence, and Van Lingen. Charles Ericu in there and about, but a slip there from Seb Smith, number 5. So both teams started with some urgency. It's good on this Friday night. Plenty of energy out there already. Kudo on the ball now in the midfield, running across towards the grandstand side, and goes back to Misford, who's misdirected, more height than length, and not finding the target, but goes over the grandstand sideline. So we'll have a restart, throw in for Mindle Aces. Sorry, for Casuarina, of course. And Marky Casemiro on the chase here, and good work from the keeper. And Phil Chindam out early for Mindle in about the 3-minute mark. Above the scoreboard there, which is brought to us by Northcrest, and also one of the biggest, fattest new moons you'll probably see for a long time, just coming up in the horizon there.
I just noticed that. I was looking up there, and lovely. It looks nice. It looks territorial.
I'll just organise that for you.
Yes, thanks for doing that.
That's all right.
Perfect.
Beautiful. I hope the cameras can capture that, but it'll certainly dominate the night sky as this game goes on. A new moon. And we're on that side. We'll call it the moon side tonight, mate.
It is, I will call it that. Yep. I agree. Good one.
And it'll go over on the moon side.
On the moon side.
And Mindle with the ball now. Mindle been tested this year, Morris, with their depth. They've had some key injuries. Players have had to come in and out of the team due to work, commitments in the defence force, things like that. But they've maintained their position. They've won ugly, I suppose. That's one way of putting it. And they'll be endeavouring to do the same tonight.
Well, that shows a club in form, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You get injuries, you go through them, you're still up there in the top 2.
Yeah. Yeah, well put. This is the ball to the feet of Marky Casemiro. He'll turn on the left and go bang. He does. Good extra work there from the central defender. And that central defender was... looks like Brian McCormick. It was. Nice work from him. And now the advantage is on Mindle. On the ball and shoots. Cross goal. And that got the crowd out of their seats. All 499 plus, because we can't have any more.
Yes, that's
I'm just checking.
Yep, it's actually filled up a bit since kick-off, so good crowd.
A little bit end-of-end stuff. Really entertaining. 5-minute mark here of the Men's Premier League on a Friday night in Darwin, in the Northern Territory in our dry season. As we're saying to Morris in the the pre-game is just every day and every minute. Just getting that little bit of warmer as we head towards mango season.
Yep. And we've got 160 pickers that arrived
Yes,
today.
I saw that.
Yep. And that's going to help the economy.
Yep. And for all those people who love mangoes from here and in the southern states, thank goodness those pickers were able to come in under the COVID-19 rules. I was very lucky when I first got here, Morris, to go out to a mango farm and see the work. You notice I said, didn't do the work.
Didn't do the work. You saw the work. I've got to take my hat off. They are hard workers. It's a hard job.
My goodness, absolutely. Not easy at all. And as I said, just gets hotter and hotter and more humid as you go from tree to tree.
Yeah.
Just some beautiful fruit. And I love all the sort of value-added stuff they do with the jams and the ice cream and the sauces and everything else that goes with it. It's fantastic. As clever as Charles Ericu just was then, but dispossessed. Comes back again for a second effort. Well done, Charles. Look at this. The number 7 for Mindle. On fire tonight. Very keen to get involved. Nice work from his captain. Goes back to the midfield where Kukanen goes back now to Kudo. Nice work from Mindle here. Good interplay on the plays. Goes back. This is that nice work then from Rafael Suarez to get involved. And Rafael gets the ball back. All football. And he unleashes one across to Coombe. Coombe still on there on the left foot. He'll take the shot. Put it away.
He puts it away.
Put it away. Well done, young man. What a great patch of football from Mindle here, first of all. Then that great tackle from Rafael Suarez. And then that ball he put in front. Just fantastic.
How fast it changes and it swings over. Like, you thought that Mindle was going towards goal. We're going to get a goal. It switched over and Casuarina put one in. It's fantastic.
Absolutely. Paracos Coombe. Fantastic word. That's what you want from your one of your strikers. Just a beautiful. We call that a sublime finish.
It is a sublime
Gave the
finish.
keeper no chance. So young Coombe had some time at Sydney FC. And now up here plying his trade with Casuarina. Great work. So Casuarina takes an early lead, 7-minute mark. Still not finished, and we have a 1-0 advantage to them. Seb Smith and the battle with Charles Ericu will be interesting all day. And Mario's making his presence felt out there as well, number 6 for Mindle. A long ball that's reasonably ineffective. D'Arnil had to come out a long way to get to that. Back to the goal scorer. He turns it inside to a player that'll be busy for them in that midfield. And Corey Davis. Some lovely interplay for Mindle tonight. No effect as yet. That ball's gone long and wide. And we'll dance across the line in front of Kudo. Yeah, some nice little work between the players there. Some really crisp passing. Yeah, nice to watch. But they're 1-0 down on the scoreboard.
Yes, I know.
That's what happens. Can't come back to enough to say about Rafael Suarez tackle here in the centre of the field here to set that attack underway for Casuarina, which resulted in the goal. A lovely taken goal by Coombe. But it just goes. Any kids watching this, that second effort, he was beaten comprehensively in that interplay before, number 2 for Casuarina. Didn't drop his head, came back and made an all-ball tackle and unleashed it.
Yep.
Well done, Rafael. Number 2, Casuarina. Haven't seen a lot of number 10 for Casuarina, Matthew Jackson. Have you, Morris?
No, it's been very quiet tonight.
Okay.
So.
We'll see if they come down this their right side channel. Casuarina running from left to right on your screens, of course, in the black and white traditional check with the black socks. And they're on the moon side, the full moon side.
The full moon.
And it's sitting, as Sylvia Plath said, like a big fat fob watch. Gold fob watch, actually. Yeah. Here we go. Mark Casemiro back into the midfield. Looking for some work from Jamie Keane. Jamie effectively there. Now back with Seb Smith. Coming down this channel. A threaded ball. McCormick there first, though. Brian, of course, does a lot of work for Melbourne City in the medical science area and up here during COVID. The brother of the coach and now getting some time on the pitch. Very experienced, rational, sensible footballer. So he'll be great at the back there in the middle with Kirby. And speaking of Kirby, he's on the ball now. Zach? Gone to the Reinberg. Reinberg is a bit lazy on that pass to Mario Kakanen, and it's been picked off by Casuarina easily. Now it's about keeping possession for the Rowdies. That won't do it. How quickly Mark Casemiro gets to that ball, though. He was never in the hunt when it was kicked. Then he got there. There's McCormick clearing. Now the Kudo. Kudo back to Reinberg. Reinberg for Cannon goes over the top. Looking for the youngster. He scored a goal in his debut in the Premier League. Number 12. Eamon Kelly. What do you think Eamon Kelly's from, mate, with a name like that when you hear his accent? Yes, he's from the counties. Well, we're over here now where Jackson is. Let's just see what he can do with this ball. Nice little interplay. Matthews on the run now, but McCormick will get there first and put it out of play. So, Morris, what are you seeing from Casuarina? And this is, obviously 1-0 on the scoreboard advantage, but are you seeing an urgency that you'd like to see for them?
Yeah, a lot of urgency. That's the key that you took the words out of my mouth, mate. It's urgency, 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 and that's what's got them the goal. So, yeah, well done. Yeah.
And you'll need it for the next, 60-something minutes, 68 for this. No, a bit more than that. 78, actually.
Yep, 78. No?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, you did. Right. Well done.
Yeah.
That calculator you bought on your phone is working well.
It works.
But yeah, they're going to have to do it for the whole match, as you pointed out. You'd really like to see a real dynamic play from them. That's really what they're known for. The premiers and champions currently in Darwin.
And they do play a similar game when you look at the way they knock it around, and they're quick. They're just as quick as each other. So it's a pretty evenly matched game. So you don't be surprised if there's an equaliser.
Okay. All right, let's see. They're down there now that Mindle don't want to be for that equaliser. They're now trying to make their way forward. Slip over by Eamon Kelly. And so the ball sits in the midfield for number 12. And Jamie Keane goes across field trying to link up with Coombe, the goal scorer, but that didn't happen. And Mario puts the ball through. Bit hopeful. Optimistic, as they say. And that'll go out of play. And Dean Newell raises his right hand to say apologies. So a chance for Mindle now to do what Morris Tiago mentioned. Get one back, an equaliser. Can they do it? Kane Medell is going to send one in. It's well placed, and Eamon Kelly onto it first time. Nice work from the youngster, wasn't it?
Lovely.
Nice little volley.
Hit. Lovely.
You've been taking some of your junior teams to the tennis, speaking of volley?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, but yes. To use the courts and improve their skills, which sounds like a great idea, mate.
Yeah,
bet the kids love that.
Oh, they loved it. They didn't want to get off. I said 7:30. They kept going to 8. So
just turn the lights off.
We had to turn the lights off.
It's Friday night football here at Men's Premier League in Darwin. Thank you for your viewership tonight, and we're on the Perform platform going around the world, also on our FNT TV digital channels and FFA as well around this great continent of Australia, and we're in Northern Territory up the top end, as we're called, and plenty of South Australian, Western Australian and Queensland number plates. Saw a few Victorians today too, and they snuck in somewhere.
Yeah, well look, once they're in there, they're not getting out, are they?
They're not, no. And yeah, just a lot of people around. It was just one of those typical Fridays where a lot of people finished work at 3:20. I don't know what was going on.
I know.
But I looked out the window from my office, and there were plenty of cars all heading out of town. And it's a beautiful weekend ahead of us. And for all those dads,
oh yes,
you and I, Morris, will get the undies and socks.
Yes. You're lucky you get the undies.
Sorry, you won't get any?
No, my missus said it's a chop. I think chops or a barbecue.
Okay, fair enough.
And I have to cook it.
No, don't. And
sorry,
to all the
Effie.
fathers and grandfathers, of course, happy Father's Day on Sunday. I notice a lot of bait has been bought this weekend.
I wonder
For Sunday,
where
there are going to be some boats out on our harbour.
Someone's going fishing.
If you've never seen
Dad?
Darwin Harbour, it's a few hundred times bigger than Sydney Harbour. That'll give you an idea about it. It's massive. It's such beautiful deep water fishing can occur, basically 20 metres from here. 20 minutes from here.
Yeah, 20 minutes. That's
Yeah,
correct.
it's gorgeous. Right, we're into football now. Phil Chittum comes out on that set piece, clears it well with both hands. Now comes back and cleared out erratically in some ways by Mindle, but they'll take it. Now Charles Eric, who just owned the balance of his running. It's a lovely footballer to watch. Look at that, the way he turned in there, left foot on. It took a classic piece of defence from Reza Passmore,
Exactly.
who is just a classic defender. The captain today and most experienced player out there for Casuarina. Beautiful bit of defensive work, but how did you see him glide across the pitch?
What I was going to say, what acceleration! Like he just picks up and goes to another gear, and bang, he's out. That's amazing speed.
Yeah, and the ball at his feet all the time,
Yep,
just gorgeous.
I agree. Well done, Charles.
Yeah, Charles Eric, number 7, as I said, one of the best talents in town, just showing all the skills. Then ball comes across field, it's still a chance, and Van Lingen gets his head in there and clears it away, only as far as Jackson, and Jackson will now progress it forward to Rafael Suarez. Nice little work from him, brings Jackson into play again. Jackson tries to skip one around, and Marky Casemiro, which is Mario is a combination of Mark Casemiro. That's okay. But you put the first 3 letters and the last 3 letters of his name, you get Mario. One of my kids were playing those. What do you call that? I don't know what he called it. When you took the front of the beginning and the back of a word, it doesn't matter.
Oh, I don't know.
Anyhow, they were keeping me entertained.
But you know what? I believe you, Bruce.
Thank you. Thank you, Morris. That's why the B team's on tonight.
Exactly.
So Jackson on the ball now. Nice work from Matty Misford, the defender. Now we see the run again. This time the first touch got away from him. Eamon Kelly on the run. Plenty of crowd support and screaming for his skills then, but too easy for Dejan Newell to get to it. So it comes out of play on the moon side of Larrakia Park tonight. Thank you to the Larrakia elders, past, present, and those emerging. We acknowledge your support, and thank you for allowing us to play this game here on Larrakia Nation at Larrakia Park. Friday night football. 18 minutes gone on the North Crest scoreboard. 1-0 to Casuarina. They're running from left to right on your screens in the black and white check. I like this kit too from Mindle. We don't see it a lot, but when we do, this is I think it's their away kit in some ways.
Yep.
With the black and the yellow socks. And DNL just cooked that
It's just
back into the harbour I was talking about, but it hit the top of the grandstand. Fortuitously. So the ball will come back down now, and it'll be Seb Smith to restart, 19-minute mark. Seb the right back for Casuarina. Suarez presents. He doesn't go with him. Tried to find Jackson. Now it's with Suarez. He puts one over the top. He knows the pace of Marky Casemiro. It's dangerous. Keeper got his hand to that just on the line.
He just had to.
Well, good refereeing. It goes to...
There were appeals that he was out, but
no, he's right on the line.
He's right on the line.
Yeah, no, it was well done. Now, Mindle on their way down here. Kudo, the Japanese midfielder. Pilot of a seaplane. Does his work for the Paspali Pearling Company. Ball's played on again this time. Number 15 with a reckless charge in the back there, but got away with it. The ball comes away and hits our assistant referee. So Johnny Penchow the German there. A vigorous challenge. He got away with it. And now we'll have the ball for the throw-in. He goes to Reinberg. Try to put it back to Reinberg, and it's gone out of play, but he'll get it back. This time he goes to Reinberg. He really wanted to get it to him. That was pretty ineffectual from him. And cleared out without any real purpose from Casuarina, so now it's back in possession for Mindle. And Mario, their midfielder, trying to thread one through, not effective. It goes back to Kirby. Kirby just pops one over the top for Misford. And Manny Misford will go again. Goes again a third time. Will come back again if he can. Good work from Seb Smith. A little casual from Casuarina. And Kudo cleans that up. 20-minute mark. And 1-0 advantage to Casuarina. They're running from left to right on your screen. This is Friday Night Football in the Men's Premier League here in Darwin. Mindle second on the table. They're in the yellow socks. And Casuarina sitting fourth at the moment. Current champions and premiers here in Darwin. Good football from Charles Ericu. What you want to see from your strikers?
Definitely.
Some good defence, Morris.
Yeah, just go back and become a defender and build up from there. So lovely. I wish I had three of those, Charles and Ericu. Yeah. Lovely. Good player.
Now on the grandstand side, Sir Smith with the ball goes to Van Lingen to Seb Smith. Seb Smith goes back to his keeper. Kicker's got plenty of time. Nice casual work. Casuarina will do this. Play out from the back. Pressure's got to come eventually. So Dion will go. Threads it down the middle. Lovely work from number 12. And Jamie Keane gets them underway back through Corey Davis. Now the goal scorer looks up and goes, yes, there's a run, and pushes it on for him. And that run comes from Tran. Tran will get a throw in. Let's see what they can do. Played out from the back well by Casuarina, now on the attacking third. Coombe, the goal scorer, skirts around, puts a ball that's dangerous, beats the keeper, beats the defensive McCormick. Jackson on the ball now, pulls it down. Plays back on the inside. A shot from Davis from distance. And gets an error from the keeper.
Yeah, that was lucky there. Lucky.
Phil Chindham then collected, but
yep.
Good intent, Morris.
Yeah, very good
from
intent.
Casuarina. Manifest's going to try and keep this in and does. Great effort from him. Pushes the ball over. Look at the on-run too. Offside though. Unfortunate, but just a great... It goes to the engine of Matt Misford.
Yeah. Bruce, I see a
great
really
commitment from
positive,
him, the left back.
and a positive intention by Casuarina. Like, they haven't dropped off. So can they hold this same pressure and momentum? We'll see.
To your point, Morris, earlier, they just have to. They have to find a way to keep this up for 90 plus. Mindle will make every one of those minutes as hard as they can. Tram with a header. Finds Corey Davis in the midfield alone. He does a nice little right side of his boot across. And Jamie Keane then on passes to Jackson. Jackson scurries inward. Still scurries through. Gets the ball away. Keane on it now. Keane's going to be challenged by the captain of Mindle. They're still in a tussle. Continuing. And great effort from Keane. From the captain. And then unleashes a ball which needed Dion Newell to come out early and cleared it away. Again, kids watching. Just the effort then from the captain of Mindle. Kane McDowell did 360s.
Yes.
And just got the ball back through determination and effort. Nothing came of it so far, but they're an opportunity now to do that. Great tackle from Seb Smith, all ball. Didn't get a throw in though. Someone presenting, there it is. It's Eamon Kelly. Nice work from Suarez. Is really impressed young Raphael. Look at that, standing his ground. Jackson gets in and helps him. Come away from there now. All this tight passing. Lovely work. Where goes Reinberg, he was trying to get that ball across to Charles Ericu. He'll shepherd this out for a throw-in. Reinberg was on the right side before, now over here on the left with Charles Ericu. No, they're both on this side. Now he's heading back to the right. Number 9 for Mindle. He'll stop around the midfield somewhere. He is. Because this ball still remains with the Mindle Aces. Plenty of calls for Matt Misford to go over the top, and he does, but no one went with it. A wasted opportunity. McCormick's solid, chested down. Kudo there as usual. Now they have an opportunity, Mindle. Kane Mindle unselfishly back across to Reinberg. Reinberg tries to do another one, but it's because he wanted to go to his right foot. Tran got in there and made mischief. And good mischief, because now they're underway. That is Casuarina. Johnny Penchau, the German, gets his head to that one, number 15. For Mindle, he's on the ball again. They're going to go back. He goes back to Zach Kirby. Kirby's got opportunities to go McCormick. And Brian McCormick moves forward. Gets the call. Puts the ball through. Seb Smith alert to it. The right back for Casuarina. See what McCormick's trying to do there, Morris. Just unleash more of the power and the guile of Charles Ericu, but not on that occasion. Mikey Casemiro showing talent and screaming skills again, as he can. Phil Chindon with a high ball. Both players went with nothing then.
Exactly.
Right, comes off Jackson. It falls fortuitously for Mindle. Kudo 1-2 and goes for it. It's going to have too much force on that. Taiki, sorry, and Kudo's pass just goes too long and will roll down well and truly into the corner, where it must have collected off a Casuarina player on the way out. Or it's Seb Smith. No, it's Seb Smith from Casuarina, what I thought. 28 minutes coming up shortly. This is a 1-0 advantage to Casuarina, running left to right on your screens. Friday night football in the Men's Premier League here in Darwin. Thank you for your support. We're on the Perform Network, which goes right around the globe, and also on FNT TV and FFA digital channels, where you can see it in the country of Australia. So whatever devices and wherever you are, thank you for your support of the Men's Premier League here at Casuarina. As Morris Daragio has said, plenty of energy tonight, and they need to keep it up. Coombe, the goal scorer, on the ball. There he goes, bang, off the mark. He's so quick. Turns one inside looking for Casemiro. Can't do it this time. And Rafael Suarez has been busy, hasn't he?
He
Number
has,
2.
Very busy. He's a good little player. He actually
know much about him, Morris?
Rafael, I know when he played for Azuri at some stage, he was growing, but he's always had that skill set, and he was always fit. So at the junior rank levels, yes, I remember him, but he's grown up to a little man, and he's actually playing some great football tonight. Yeah, and he really likes the tight contest, where the ball's tight and there's players around him. He's just very confident in there. And he's comfortable, isn't he? Yeah. Very comfortable. Number 2 we're talking about for Casuarina, and they just won a call their way, so it'll be a little set piece. Corey Davis will take this off the referee, blows his whistle, we're underway. Ball's in play. Corey Davis just casually goes back. Reza Passmore, the captain, advances, goes to Tran. Tran will go back to his captain. And it's going to go all the way back to the keeper. And they'll reset. Then Lingen on the ball. Lingen again. Threads that down to Jackson, who just nice little turn. Unloads Mark Casemiro. Chittum's come out. This ball sitting lovely for Coombe. Good cover. The nice cover. So Penchau in there, number 15. Great late defence from him. They needed it. They did. That was crucial defending. That was excellent. Hadn't seen much of Jackson, but I like what I saw just then. Yeah, exactly. Wasn't that a great ball through to Casemiro? He's actually been moving a bit more. The last 5 minutes, he's been more involved in the play, so he's come into it.
He's listening to the broadcast.
He can hear.
He heard you?
Yes, he heard you, Bruce.
Yeah, no, and he's into it now. He's doing well.
Yeah, he's doing very well.
Talking about Jackson for Casuarina here on the right, or the grandstand side, where a bit of the flow from Casuarina's coming through. They're pretty much split at 50-50 down the left and right channels. Coombe is on the left and Jackson here on the right. And they have the possession at the moment, trying to find that Coombe, the goalkeeper. And this will go in behind Penchow, and then Coombes on the run. It's going to need a lot of effort. And that is all ball. Coombes up, he gets up, runs back into play. Now, just pulls his shirt down. Doesn't seem concerned. Physically, he's okay. Now it's down the other end. This is dangerous time. Ball gets away. Great work from the keeper. Dean Neal made himself so big then, got down low. Ball still in play, still dangerous. Ball's just bouncing around aimlessly in the middle there. And Rafael Suarez will come away. Puts one over the top. Now we're going to go down the other end. I'll get your comment on the goalkeeping there in a minute, Morris, if we ever get back there. Now this has gone over. Coombes got an opportunity there. Young, talented boy gets up there and tries to put his left foot around the keeper. But let's just go back to the other keeper's work there. Just the way he narrowed the angle for Charles Ericu.
Dean's keeping skills are probably one of the best in the Northern Territory, and I'd say down interstate he'd make a lot of sides.
Oh, absolutely.
He's definitely a top keeper who knows his posts and he knows how to cover. And he also plays great as a defender. So, yeah, he's a dream goalkeeper for any club. Well,
you saw it all the mitts that make up a dream there. Really, really excellent work from him to keep the dangerous Charles Ericu from making it 1-1. Then we went down the other end, and Coombe, the goal scorer, showed us some of his skills and tried a first-time left-foot volley. And ball will go out of play. Over on the Northcrest scoreboard side, thank you to Northcrest. Also to the NTF, the construction supply specialist in Steel Line, whether it's a fence, a roof, a shed, or you're building your house out of steel.
And that's what you do in Darwin. You don't use timber or down south. So
there's this thing called cyclone.
It's cyclone code. So
service over and above from Steel Line. They're talking about maybe we'll have a wet season of note this year, mate.
Very soon, some cyclones our way.
Yeah, they're telling us. Anyway, here we go. Look at him just glide across the turf. Charles Ericu puts one across. And he's still in play. He sees the unmarked Reinberg. Now it's gone to Murray Kakana. He'll run off to it and go back to Reinberg. No, he's not. He's gone across field looking for Kudo. Puts a nice header in. And Taiki. We're just talking about that keeper. Just showed his wares then in school. And he's unleashed Corey Brown. Look at the effort from Kane McDowell to get back. Number 10. And he needed to. He slowed them down. 33 minutes has gone on the Northcrest scoreboard. 1-0 to Casuarina. They're running from left to right on your screens. That'll be a ball. It'll go back to Casuarina. Reza Passmore foul there. So the captain hobbles back. If there's a tougher person in the Premier League, can I have his name, please? Because it's not even Reza Passmore. He is perennially there in every game too. He's so fit. And I'm not putting the mockers on him.
I'm speechless.
Yeah, good. Best both be speechless, so we just don't put it on him. But he's been so, across the years, such a servant for the club at the back there. Right, comes across there from Corey Davis. Fenlinger gets his head to it. Well done. McCormick comes out and does an equally good one. But it's only going to be picked up by the vibrant young Coombe. Takes the shot. Needed the body there of Johnny Penchow to get it out. And Rafael Suarez picks up that loose ball. Started with Corey Davis' first tack. Now it's back with him. Jackson moves in. Jackson's just not enough on that occasion, but he'll get the ball back through the work of Keane. And now Rafael, good work from Suarez, gets the ball back. Yes, he does. Great little effort. And to beat Matty Misfit to the ball, well done. It'll come back. Entertaining football, this, Morris. 35 minutes about to click over. Entertaining.
I've probably heard the whistle in the last, say, 20 minutes 3 times.
Yeah.
So you can see how intense and it's flowing. The game's flowing.
Which good refereeing.
That's great refereeing.
And I hope the players are appreciating the freedom and the space they have to play and show their skills. And boy, there's some skills out there. Really, really top shelf stuff. 35 minutes on the scoreboard.
Yep. Traditionally, this is a dangerous spot because Casuarina get a free kick outside this area. And let's see if tradition is carried through and if a goal goes in. But they're going to prove me wrong.
Yes, we'll see. You've now made the statement. Anyhow, Corey Davis on the ball, number 8. Let's just see if he proves Morris wrong. All right. Jackson takes it. No, he slips over the ball. Now it comes through. Nice flight and height. Who's there? Van Lingen gets his head to it. God, he got up high then.
He did.
He was just off balance when he got to the ball, but he still got some head to it. And we'll go over for a goal kick restart.
And keepers really hate those high ones away from their body. They say you can end up anywhere.
So Kirby comes out for Mindle. Oh, that's Reinberg there. I'll go on the switch, go right across to Misfit, and he goes back to McCormick. McCormick. See that guy's got some lovely technique, Brian McCormick. Now the ball's put through. That's a great vision for Mario Kukanen, but there's the vision of your keeper. Just alert all the time as Dion Newell. And he just showed you again. He needs to be because if Charles Ericu gets there. What a great battle between those two.
Bruce, they've tried that 3 times, going down Charles, down the wing, down the flanks, and it's not working.
Yep.
They need to change it up. Dion's onto that.
Let's just see if they can. Seb Smith in there, wins the ball. Suarez goes 1-2 with Davis. Does he? No, Davis will go on the ball to Jackson. We've gone from an assertive... Well, Mario Casemiro. Well done, Marky. Got his head to it. Not known for putting a lot of headers in. Great ball from Jackson. That's good football from the Rowdies. Football. That was just over the crossbar.
Yep, lovely attempt. To my point, like I said, they've just got to change it up a bit because Dion's onto those through balls and long balls down the flanks. So,
well, let's just see if Mindle can do that. McCormick comes forward now, trying to find Charles Ericu. A lot of the attackers coming down this left flank, which is the grandstand side. Now Suarez goes equally to the left for Casuarina, where the young goal scorer, number 16, Coombs on the ball. Good work from number 6 for Mindle to clean that up for them. They still have the ball, the Rowdies. And he's going to have a shot, the young fella. And there's trouble on the keeper. Phil Chinham runs out. All in green. Lime green. Now, an opportunity. Kane McDowell, their captain, on the ball. He goes down to Kelly. Kelly goes back to Reinberg. Reinberg tried to put it through to Kelly. You can hear Reinberg from here.
I don't think he's happy, is he, Bruce? He just went, ah.
No, that's the definition of not happy. Absolutely. On the and they're coming down the moon side, we'll call it, the full moon side.
Well, that moon's moving away, Bruce. If you have a look, it's going
higher. What a spectacular moon up there in the sky tonight here in the Darwin night skyline. Funny thing is that moon will be all over Australia.
Our viewers can see it, right?
That's right.
Is that what you're saying?
Yep. Jackson on the ball now. Coombe showing skills, but just couldn't ball that second one down. And Pinchot was there to clean up. Now it's with Kelly. He'll chase on, and Eamon can't get there in time. Now Reza Passmore, with his languid style, will come out of play. And go across to Tran. Tran will go back to his keeper probably. Yes, he does. To your point about Dion Newell just making him so much a vital part of the defensive line. Puts the ball across. Seb Smith couldn't pull it down. So Mindle have an opportunity. Little throw. Goes back to Charles Ericu. He puts one through. No real purpose on it, so Van Lingen cleans it up. Bit lazy from Casemiro. So now it's back with Mindle. Crossfield to Reinberg. Reinberg goes back to Kakena Mario. Mario will turn in, so nice pressure from Davis. And Mario keeps the ball for Mindle. Nutmeg from Misford through Jackson. Kane Mindle on the ball. Tries to clip it over the top. Onside and on rushing. Comes him, and him is Charles Ericu. Gets himself a corner kick. Fleet-footed work there. Just shows you some of those lovely skills he has when he's on the ball.
And these are the games that you got to put your chances away because, like I said, it's evenly balanced. And put that chance away, and you'll get the edge. And
to your point too, so Morris, last 5 minutes of the half, always dangerous.
Yes.
So what happens in this time? The ball comes across. It's slowed down. The ball skids through everybody. Kane Mindle picks it up. Puts it back in again. I don't know what was happening there. Kirby didn't understand. He got in the way. McCormick comes rushing back to clean up. And Matt Misford goes all the way back to his keeper. Goes back across to Kane Mindle. Now they're on the ranch. Kane showing some skill. Tran's not going away. Grabbing Tran's not good enough. So that'll be for Casuarina. So if you look at Casuarina's last 5 games, it's been a loss, a draw, a loss and a draw. So, that's for our champions and premiers, that's not the form they want.
No, we talked about that earlier on. They're not in form, and this is the game that they need to perform in. So
yeah, and you'd have to say they are.
They are, definitely.
Yeah. So we're at 3 minutes left of regulation time in the first half, and Casuarina have really applied themselves tonight. They have an early goal, but they just seem to be playing with the energy that Morris was looking for, and they've been delivering it now for 42 minutes. Both teams are coming off a draw. Actually, Mindle's last one was a draw as well. All right, now here's Mario, who's really impressed. That's a lovely ball. Kudos there. Who's there again? The keeper. Dejan Newell. Thank you, Dejan. He's now just kicked that out of play into, what's the next suburb down? Moyle, isn't it?
Yes, North Lakes?
No, that's it, North Lakes.
North Lakes.
Yep, down in North Lakes. Thank you, Dejan. There's another $200 ball that's going to be eaten by a giant Great Dane that lives just next there.
Yeah.
He guards the squash centre. He eats all our balls. Okay, here we go. Shot. And Mario Kakena, unfortunately, couldn't get full weight behind that in direction. So Dejan Newell will just take a bit of time and does so. Kelly comes towards him, but just a bit of verbal interplay between the two, but nothing more. Salmon Boots come forward. Salmon Boots belong to Dejan Newell. Puts a nice kick through. But again, doesn't really find a Casuarina player. Now we're going to have a bit of bouncy ball in the midfield again. And now it's coming out of there slowly. Nice tackle and strong stuff from Kirby. Didn't mean it. Was going for the ball.
Was going for the ball.
Yep. Keane doesn't have a problem with it either. Looks at the referee with some hope and gets to what he wants, which is a Casuarina advantage. Right, 43rd and a half minute. About to roll past. Friday night football, a round 15 match in the Men's Premier League. Casuarina running left to right, have an advantage of 1-0 on the scoreboard. That's Corey Davis putting one through over the top. Speculative, and Phil Chittum, the keeper from Mindle, comes out, gets an early call from his captain, didn't go to it. Somehow just put a ball up in the air. For once, Reza Passmore's been beaten, but he recovers. And he'll go all the way out. A nice battle between those two. Everyone's hands go up. And it'll be a Casuarina ball. I like Charles Ericu's attitude tonight, mate. He's into it. It's fantastic.
He's winning. He's going into every contest. It's brilliant to see.
Still just 19. Look at this Kane Mindle showing some skills. Kane moves on. Ball still at his feet. Seb Smith gets in there. And Corey Davis. But only as far as number 7. Puts one across. Resmore picks it up, gets it out of there. Finds Rafael Suarez. Rafael's trying to be a little bit clever there. There's a shot. Oh, my God, look at that save. What a beautiful save. My goodness.
Now that's what I talk about. This goalkeeper,
extraordinary.
He changes games. He saves games. He's done it last season. He's doing it again for Casuarina. Well done, Dion.
Kay Mindil just unleashed a ripper.
That was a ripper.
That was in the top right-hand corner for all money. The keeper was 3 or 4 metres from his line, heading forward, and he had to go back to his left and just palmed it past the post.
That's the brilliance that we were talking about earlier.
Just fabulous football. Kay Mindil, great shot. Dion Newell, save. Right, still alive. Mario on the ball. Van Lingen gets out and makes the big frame, and it works for him. Right, we're into time added on now. 1 minute of time added on. Really been an entertaining first half of football. Kudo trying to get the ball. Offside's the call. Kudo looks up. Gentleman that he is, accepts the call and moves off. Kay Mindil still in disbelief, I think, for Mindle. For all money, that was in the corner. Gee, that was a lovely taken shot. And Dion Newell was just sensational. Great round of applause for both sides. 1-0 the advantage to Casuarina. We'll take a short break. We'll get our breath. That has been end-to-end fabulous men's Premier League.
I agree, Bruce.
So thank you, Morris. We'll be back shortly. You get games that just don't live up to the hype. Boy, has this one lived up to the hype. End-to-end, really a lovely skills, great game plans from both coaches. A 1-0 scoreline, could have been 2 or 3 at either end. We've seen goalkeeping that is absolutely top shelf. Yep. Morris, that was just such an entertaining 45 minutes plus. It just went like that. Enjoy it?
I loved it. I loved it. Just to see that, it's so even. There's chances, on one end, and then it switches like that. Like you said.
It's just fantastic. I loved it like your Armani T-shirt.
Thank you.
I just want to quickly talk about a couple of players. So you had Charles Ericu doing that lovely work where he just glides across the pitch like it's ice.
Yeah.
And he was really defensive. His mindset today was really aggressive, which is fantastic. When he's assertive, he's so hard to handle. Really impressive kid.
Correct, yep. I agree, and that's what we're talking about, how he comes back, he defends, and then he attacks. So, brilliant. Obviously the coaching staff are going to be commended for that.
Yep.
Lovely.
Now, on the other side, on the left-hand side as well, Coombe, the goal scorer, Paracos Coombe.
Yep.
Just so quick, like they're deceptively quick. If the ball falls at the right way and you take your eye off him, like Penchau once, he just gone, bang, goal.
Yep, exactly. And that's the thing with, if you don't keep that eye on it, or your defenders, and they've got the goalkeeper, if the goalkeeper is saying, hey, watch out, you stay close to him, he needs that talking, that communication is crucial with players that quick. You can just fall asleep for a second and, man, cop a goal. So, yeah, you're right.
And if you're down there now with the coach in the box with Mindle, what are you saying to them? Because, really, it's been so even.
Yep.
But they have to get a goal. So how are they going to do that?
Well, as a coach, you've got to look at where have we failed. And I say, well, not failed in general. They've been playing some top football. Where have we not penetrated?
Yeah.
Let's try the middle.
Yep.
We're going down the flanks. We're doing all that stuff, and we're getting beaten. There's a few offsides. Dion's already off his line way early, so he's acting like another defender, like a sweeper, if you like.
Isn't he?
And that's something that you need to really, are we going to go in closer in the 18-yard and just slot it away, or we're going to keep trying what we're doing? If I was a coach, I'd say change and swap sides, and let's start switching play, get the focus off Charles, and get someone else in the mix.
So him and Ryberg swap over?
Correct.
And just keep the
just
defensive
keep that
group
switching happening. Yep.
And the other thing is, if you go down the middle like you're suggesting, Morris, and you get close, you could probably put a ball over the top of Dion, given he's so far off his line, though, mind you, he's so quick getting back. And those long limbs he has, both legs and arms. And just talk about that save for a minute.
Yeah.
The captain of Mindle just got on the ball, split second to his right foot, took a shot. If that was not going exactly into that right-hand corner, I don't know whatever would. And Kamedar just slotted it. It was beautiful. And we're just going, look at that. And then what comes out of nowhere, this outstretched left arm and hand from a keeper that was running forward, and all his body weight was forward.
Oh, it's amazing. It was always going to be a goal. Like it was in that top corner.
Wow.
But Dion was saying, no, that's not going to happen tonight. No. So, well
As
done.
you said, he can change games. You've always said that he's one of those players that, we might have 11 in your starting lineup, but he's a 12th in some ways.
200%. I'm with that, and he's one of my favourite keepers in this town. So.
Yeah, without a doubt. Thank you, Morris Dargo, giving us expert insights. Thank you for watching this game in Larrakia Park here in Darwin on a very humid but exciting night for football. And this is Men's Premier League. Thank you for your support. We'll be back after this short break with the second half, which, as neutrals, we hope just presents as much as we saw in that first 45. We're in for entertainment. Referee's about to blow his whistle. So good to be back. Anticipation high on this one. 1-0 advantage for Casuarina. Great 45 minutes plus 1 minute of time out at odd just gone. And let's just see if the players can just get straight back into the groove, Morris.
Yep.
In gear, and let's go back to where we were.
Yeah, I hope so. The first half was great. Let's see what happens with the second half.
And only 16 seconds or so into this first half, and Mindle keeping possession. Number of passes, finding their mark. That's McCormick now striding out. It's got a run there for Misford. Puts a ball through. Kelly gets there first, but Jackson gets back and does the defensive work you want from your strikers. But then he unleashes a ball, which is going to have Reinberg on a run. He'll shoot. Take a shot. Came it down on his right foot, tried to come back. Jackson, again, unintentional. Got in the way. Like the spirit in which this game's been played too. No nonsense, people up and about, get on with it.
And get on with it, yep.
And that's what makes an entertaining spectacle for the spectators.
That's
without
right.
a doubt. So when you have a referee who lets the game flow, like the referees tonight,
yep,
and the players have the right sentiment and match it.
I agree.
And
it's been flowing tonight, hasn't it? It's been really flowing.
Yeah, it's been really good. All right, now this is a dangerous place. Reinberg's on the ball. We've got a wall set, 3 in the wall, referee with them. We've got Kirby floating, number 5. Right, whistle goes, in he comes. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. And he got his... If that was not dipping under the...
Well, he got his hand to it.
He did.
Yeah, he did. He touched it. It's a corner.
Got it. He's amazing. Daniel we're talking about. That was dipping, going under the crossbar, and he just pushed it over the top of it.
And the question is, what's Mindil got to do
to get a
beat
goal?
This goal?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, they've got another half to try and find a way past him. Comes out again. Doesn't really collect that time, but Van Lingen gets in and makes sure it gets out of play. Misford, of course, busy as usual. And Matty gets it back to his own number 6. That ball goes to Reza's head. Reza Passmore we're talking about, and he heads it away now. The Rowdies, or Casuarina in the black and white, have the ball. What can they do with it? Casemiro gets there fast. Look how quick this guy is. He'll take a shot. He'll move in. He puts it over, or tries to put it over the top of Chittum. And the keeper is well and truly onto that. And he puts that out over the goal line for a corner kick. Here he goes. Puts the ball across. Chittum gets out there, puts it up, goes... And there's a first-time volley from Jackson, which doesn't go anywhere. So Phil Chittum got his both hands to that, went higher than longer, but he's kept it out. Now, Coombe coming in, showing his skills inside the box. Nice pick up from Kudo. And Kudo, just body weight was the wrong way. So Jackson got in there. It's still not a safe place for Mindle yet. Suarez looks up. The player's offside by a good metre and a half. So Phil Chittum will come out, put it down for Zach Kirby. Bit of an urgency about Mindle. They want to get this equaliser. And we talked a lot at the halftime break, Morris, about how that equaliser is going to come. And too early to see whether they're going to adopt what you hope they're going to adopt. But these long balls, you've said before, have been pretty much understood well by the defence of Casuarina, particularly when they're playing basically 5 at the back when you have Dion Neal coming off his line.
Yeah, it's
and
just
standing a semi-trailer from his goal.
See what option they take in second half.
Okay, that's a ball one. Oh, sorry, a decision 1 for Charles Ericu. So Mindle will have a set piece here. And coming up to the 50-minute mark in this match. Spectators always entertain me, Morris.
They do.
As the game goes on and the cans add up.
They do add up.
All right, Kane Mindle on the ball. One person in the wall, now there's 2. They're adopting the... No, they're both going to face the wall, face the taker of the shot. of the set piece. And came Mindil. Has both hands raised. Drops them down. Puts over the top. Dangerous ball, but who's there? D'Anil out strong.
Safe
both hands.
Yeah, safe hands.
Body stretched out. Now, Kudo on the ball. Well done from the Japanese midfielder. Now playing back in the central defence there for the moment. Now moving forward. No communication there between Kang Mindil and Charles Erica. So the ball will harmlessly go to Van Lincoln and then onto the keeper, who has just been shining tonight in D'Anil. 1-0 advantage to the Rowdies, as they're called. That's Casuarina running from right to left on your screen. Rafael Suarez puts the ball over the top, and Casemiro is off by a good metre. Phil Chittum will collect the ball and send it back to the defensive McCormick. And Brian places the ball and will get his side underway. Goes a short pass to his midfielder. And Murray Kakanen goes back to McCormick. And now they're paying out from the back. Kirby has a few touches. Goes the angle to Penchow, who goes back to Chittum. And the keeper goes back to where we started with McCormick. It's a nice play out from the back from Mindle. Tried to thread that long ball through, did McCormick, and that's been seen to by Jackson. He's done that a number of times on those balls. From the offside position comes Keane. He knew he was. Assistant referee raises her flag on the full moon side, as we're calling it tonight.
Yes, the full moon, that's up higher than the scoreboard.
It is somewhat. But offering up as much light as some of our screen, the lamps on the poles. Really beautiful night here in Darwin. So, Men's Premier League on this Friday night. 1-0 advantage to Casuarina. The Rowdies running from right to left on your screen against Mindle, who are in second place on the ladder in their away kit with the yellow socks. Ball comes all the way back. This is where the referee wants it to restart. Now he gets a restart he wants. Now we're underway. Kudo in there with an early tackle. Gets the ball back from his captain. Reinberg comes back and then tries to hit it over the top. Coombs alert to it. Goes back to Passmore, the captain. He finds Casemiro. First touch, turns inside. Nice work. Someone needs to present for him. Now he's run it out. Mindle now with a throw in. Pressure from Corey Davis. Effective. Look at this from Coombe. Lovely schools. Ball still with him. Advantage played by the referee. Now Tran's on the run. He goes towards goal. Puts one over the top, trying to find. And does find Jackson. And Jackson's shot's gone wide. Great intention from Casuarina again on the counter.
Play, good build up on the counter.
Started with some nice little interplay here with Coombe, and then Tran was unleashed. Sorry, you're going to say?
No, I was just saying exactly what you're saying. A really good play, good build up on a counter. So excellent. Yep. You beat me to
it. They're giving what you mentioned at the way back at the beginning of this game, Morris. Real commitment and energy. 54 minutes of it so far. Now we see another chance. Coombs going to just dip it on and put it across goal and into goal. The young boy, Paracos Coombe, has 2. Casuarina have 2. That's the definition of efficiency. You get 2 chances, 2 goals.
That's brilliant. That's excellent. And you know,
Phil Chittum came out. He just clipped it around him and still had enough force on the ball to keep those defenders from
100%.
Clearing it from the line.
I agree.
As they rush back and hope to get to the ball.
Yep. Bruce, something's got to change. You know, you look at the play, Mindle have got to start making some moves and stop being so predictable. And I'm not being negative, it's the truth. They're reading those long balls. They're too easy. So change it up, Coach. I do say you should change it.
Well, let's see if they can as players change it up. Otherwise, I think there might be some subs coming earlier than one would expect. So Casuarina through the young Paracross Coombe have 2 goals. A brace for Coombe. Right, here's a chance. Penchow on the run. Right back, come forward now. Turns back on the inside with his left foot. Tips one over the top, trying to find Charles Ericu. Charles turns back. He goes to the midfielder, and Mario's dispossessed by some good work from Keane. So Jackson comes forward. That ball's just aimlessly followed its way into the centre of the field, where Kane Mindil picks it up. Kane goes to Reinberg. Reinberg runs around. Nowhere to go, though. And Tran just, like a thief of the night, takes the ball. Great little steal from him. Casemiro just turns Kirby. All ends up, and off he goes. Tran makes the advantage. That could quite easily have been a 3rd goal.
He could have. You know,
Mark Casemiro would like that again, I'm sure.
He didn't get that bend like Beckham.
I think he's a bit confused by Tran's run. I think he was sort of cut between, do I give it to the on-rushing Tran or take the shot?
I think it was 2 minds there, and it was a half shot.
Okay.
It was. If there's such
there is in the bar game that you're in a half shot.
Yes, you're right. You can't have a double shot.
That's right.
RSO.
Thank you very much. You're always good at that. Now, Mario Suarez optimistic, and no one really on the same wavelength as him, the number 2 for Casuarina, and the ball's just gone through where Kudo cleaned up, went back to Chittum, his keeper, and now we're coming down on the full moon side where Mindle are trying to come and get some advantage happening. McCormick pushing Kudo forward. He'll go back to... yes, he does. He goes to Kirby. And Zach Kirby doesn't really have any options. So he goes long, which is, as Morris has already mentioned, just not an option that's working for them. Keane in there early. Want to make mention of Keane and Davis. They've been everywhere. As is Suarez. The midfield for Casuarina has been busy. All 3 of them have done really exceptional work. The sort of work that Gordon Pereira does week in and week out. And that's, I think, part of the reasons why we have a 2-0 scoreline. So Mario gets the call. Good defensive work from Casemiro. And Johnny Penchow puts it forward. Cleaned up by Davis. Number 8 for Casuarina. So, yeah, I think, as I was mentioning early, they're going to go to the bench is Mindle. Bringing on a defender. It's interesting. Unless, he is. Okay, so maybe Zach is just coming back into fitness. Zach not happy. Will Reeves gone out.
Interesting.
I think probably the coach thinks that, at the 58-minute mark, I've still got plenty of time to get goals, so I'll make those changes if I need to up front when I need to. He's got Tavia Van Lincoln on there tonight.
Yep.
As a sub. I'll go to my stats man. Thank you, Morris. No, that's why I saw him before. Yeah, no, he's injured.
No, he's injured.
I saw him before doing some massaging on some of the players, so he's a trainer tonight.
So he's a trainer tonight.
Yep, Tavian.
Multitask.
Lovely bloke. Lovely family, Tavian. He's helping out Rachel, the physio, tonight. At the moment, they need some help down this left side because Coombe is just being incredibly effective for Casuarina. Has 2 goals already, the youngster. Suarez wins the ball, pushes one forward, but young Will Reeve will get there and just shadow it out. No, brings it back in because Jackson made the effort, made Reeve work for it, and it's gone out of play and advantage to Casuarina. Nice work from Jackson. That sort of sums up their night so far. Yeah, effort on effort for the Rowdies. Can Mindle get back in this game? 2-0 down, as we would know anyone in football. Dangerous scoreline for those with the 2 on the score. You've got to see if Mindle can get a goal. That won't. That's an optimistic push forward that'll be cleaned up easily by the captain of Casuarina. Actually, just looking at the subs for Mindle too, Morris, it doesn't scream a striker there. Tanu often plays, or Tano often plays back. I'll go with U. Sorry, Tan. Plays in the back. Will Reeve does, of course.
Yep.
Nick Constantinos is more in the midfield. Kieran Joyce and Samuel Southfield, I can't say I'm that aware of.
Yep.
That's my fault, not the players' faults.
It looks like they just, if you have a look, they've got their forwards that they've got to offer now on the park. So
they need to fire.
They need to fire. That's what the team is decent enough to do the deed.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just they're not following the right options or taking the right options. And Casuarina, to their credit, are cutting the play down.
Yep. Yeah, it's a great point you make, Morris. When you got Charles Ericu and Reinberg and Kelly, there's enough in those three to get you a few goals.
Definitely.
So it comes down to the avenues for these three players. One of them's on the ball now, Charles Ericu. Dangerous, but he needs that time. He's going to do it on his own, I think. Yes, he does. He's got around 2 or 3 players. Now he advances, skips over the ball, and put out a play and gets a corner for his side. He rushes to get that ball back in. Nice urgency from Charles. Team have to match it. Matty Misford would. He comes flying up there to make a short one possible. So no, Charles will move into the field of play where he's needed. If that ball comes loose, he's dangerous on it. He's keeping the defenders out by keeping the option of a short, but this won't be a short one. Matty Misford puts a good ball in. Reza Passmore got his head to it. No, Casemiro gets there first. Look at that lovely turn. Reeve there, well played, William Reeve. That's Casemiro's night. Another effort. Didn't advance at that time, but got in there and made the work. Kudo pushes wide. Just runs away from Matt Misford.
Casemiro stepped up tonight. He's been playing some average games. I mean, his ability is fantastic, but tonight he's on fire. So, well done.
Yeah, and we got his skill set like that, and he's had such an impact on the game. If there's a couple of quiet ones, we're all over him.
Oh, you know what I mean?
Exactly. And he's not been quiet tonight. He's been really effective, and he hasn't scored a goal yet, but he's threatened so many times as he is now on the ball. Nice touchdown. He goes to ground. That was more a slip than anything else. Referee sees it as such. There's a ball from McCormick. Kelly's under trouble already. Now they're back into attack. Suarez goes over the top. Penchau gets his right foot to it, and a little bit of exasperation from him. I need to bring... That ball came off Casuarina, so it will be a Mindle throw-in. Sub-time. So there's going to be some changes here. So number 3's coming on. And I mentioned him earlier, Tanu. And Eamon Kelly's coming off. So Seb Smith's come off for Mindle as well. For Casuarina, of course, number 5. And his replacement will be Richie Barreto. So Richie will go into the right back position. So Tanu's going to play up here on the right flank. So they've moved Charles Ericu into the centre, mate.
Yep.
And Reinberg to the left, which is what you said at half time, actually. So the 63rd minute mark, they've made that change that you mentioned, Morris. You can read my tea leaves.
Well, there's no other
my
way.
Tarot cards.
There's no other way, Bruce. If you think about it, you've got to penetrate some way, and it wasn't working.
He's really a penetrative player, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah, so he's got to get the ball. So your plan, Morris, hopefully will come off for Mindle. They need it to happen quickly. Will Reeve picks up, goes back casually with his left foot to Phil Chittum. Chittum needs to move this along quickly. Does so now. McCormick on the ball. Kudo's the only one really presenting. Matt Misford's on the run. Don't go to Jackson, he'll get in your way. So he goes long because there's really no one was helping him out there. And this time Kudo just got to the ball a little late. He'll come back for a second effort. Casemiro holding him up. Suarez been busy again. And Raphael gets a second chance at it. That's typical Kudo, though, getting in there and making mischief. But again, it comes Casuarina's way. Jackson now's going to go run around Matty. And Misford comes back at him. Unfortunately, hands on Kits there. So that'll be an advantage
he's
to
come right into the
Casuarina.
game, hasn't he? Like, he started slow, but he's up there now, real strong second half in there.
Really making his presence felt. Absolutely.
Definitely.
Right. Incredibly important at the 65-minute mark, 65-minute mark, that Mindle Aces don't leak one here. 2-0 down on the scoreboard, running from left to right on your screen. Casuarina with a set piece. One person wall. Trump wouldn't like that.
No.
He likes bigger walls than that.
He likes bigger walls and long.
Long, yes.
Long walls.
Can't help the orange man tonight. Here he goes. Corey Davis is going to put one over the top. It's a gentle ball with nice weight to it. Phil Chittum comes out and get in the back of his own player there. Casemiro being busy. Raphael going to take a shot but pulls back. Now he has a chance. Does a back heel, and unfortunately Casemiro's offside. Puts the ball away, but was offside. Well played by McCormack. Sub time. Oh no, the dangerous Luis Rodriguez is coming on for Casuarina. So the player we just mentioned, Jackson's going to get a rest. A great 66 minutes from him. As you said, Morris, quiet at the beginning and then really blossomed into a really effective right flanker for them. Was involved in a couple of assists to get them on the advantage. Well played to Jackson. Now another sub, number 16, heading out for Mindle. And that's Kieran Joyce. Kieran Joyce is going to go over into the left back position where Matty Misford would normally be. So the reliance is on clearly Charles Ericu, Tanu, and Reinberg to get a goal. And Kudo and this bloke and Kane McDowell have to feed him that ball. Right, advantage. Mario's up quickly. Buchanan goes forward. Pushes one over the top. But Richie's there. And Richie is Barreto. Kane McDowell threatening down the middle, but cleared away with real force. Casuarina putting pressure on up here in the just on halfway. So Will Reeve now on the ball now. He goes across to U, and U will take it off Tran's legs. Tran actually asked for that ball. Give me a break, mate. It came off both your legs. Goes back now, puts it through to a little bit of urgency coming from Mindle play everywhere. McCormack in there doing work. Nice turn from Keane. Keane goes again. Lovely skills from him. Goes back to Tran. And ball went over, but kept in by lovely work from him. Now Coombs unleashed, showing all the pace he's got. He puts a lovely ball across. Will it fall? Luis Rodriguez is on it. Goes in there. Great brave stuff from Phil Chittum, the referee, the keeper. I've got referees keeping. Now there's a shot. Phil Chittum down again. And cleared away by Penchow. Phil's on one leg. Pulled off a second save. Brave stuff, young Phil Chittum. The referee. I said it again.
I know. Yeah.
What is it?
It's because he's right in front of you.
Yeah, that's right.
Right there, mate. He's got to get out of the way.
And I can't even say full referees for us. The goalkeeper for Mindle, Phil Chittum, has just done some great work there. Really brave stuff. Was down injured the first time, came back and made that second save. But the threat hasn't gone away. Casuarina on the ball now. Tran looking to go to Keane. Keane showing some work. Ball still in play. Gets it away and still gets it across. Casemiro chests it down. And Rafael Suarez gets his boot to it. Nice work from Casuarina. 69 minutes of this match has progressed. 2-0 scoreline to Casuarina. It's Friday night football here on the Perform Network, on FNT TV and also the FFA digital channels. This is the Men's Premier League. Really enjoying you bringing this match. Been entertaining from the get-go. Sub now, Tran's coming off. Great effort from him. And the sub coming on as number 15. Experienced player. And he'll go up there and add some more of that needed experience for Casuarina in the back there, and that'll be James Hamilton. Probably won't overlap like Tran does, But stay back with Passmore and Van Lingen. Just shore up the defence so there's no opportunity for Mindle to get one back and then momentum change. At this stage, Casuarina controlling this match really well.
Yep, very well. And good decision making by the coach of Casuarina to put some fresh legs on the park in the defence and where else at the front to put the game to bed.
Yeah, you know? Yeah. Well noted, Morris. Some good coaching from Zelio Casemiro. Right, Mindle. 70-minute mark. Still 20 minutes, but you'd like to have one in the bag shortly. Kudo goes down, puts it forward, but Van Lingen sees that. Goes to Davis. Davis back to the sub Hamilton. Hamilton holding on the ball. Try to push it through to Coombe. Johnny, nice work from Davis. Davis has really excelled. Him, Keane and Suarez have been fantastic in the midfield for Casuarina.
They're actually winning that midfield battle, aren't
winning
they?
It, aren't
they're
they?
dominating, and that's where Mindle's finding it hard to penetrate.
Yeah, really impressive work. We're talking about number 12, Keane, number 8, Davis, and number 2, Suarez for Casuarina. Midfield work has been fantastic. Sub time. Sub will be by Casuarina. No, they're not subbing. All right, here we go. Hamilton on the ball. The sub, a long throw. Penchar gets there first, falls awkwardly. He looks okay though. Mario Kukanen now. That's a Keane that goes across. Just one of those awkward touches on the boot and foot of Mario, and he's in a little bit of pain there. Ball goes forward. That was in line. Now it comes over by Reinberg, trying to find who. Comes back down for Mario. Still favouring that foot. That was pretty overexcitable, number 15. And now he's arguing about it. That is just so unnecessary. Really? How could he? He just barreled into the back of him. Dear. Always makes players make me laugh. So we'll come back here. It is frustrating. Absolutely. That's exactly right. Talented player, just hasn't been able to get it right tonight for his side. Feeling it. And now the ball's coming back. It's been played at the game, structure and pace of Casuarina. 2-0 scoreline resulting. Referee wants this started. Passmore puts the ball down now. Long ball. And the player before gave away the foul. Great little header in there to keep the ball for his side. So Tanu moves forward now. McKay Maddow has lovely skills. Nice. Worse for the sub. And Barreto to get in there early. Number 3 for Casuarina. Right, Kudo to Mario Kukanen. Now we've got a foot race on. Dan Newell comes out. Big right foot to it. And puts it well and truly over the sideline. Well played. He just comes out so early. Sees the ball, commits, and there's no second guessing. Comes hard.
Yep.
Right, ball comes back. Nice one. Turned around the body from Barreto. But there's plenty of Mindle players there. Can they make something out of it? This ball will come back off a deflection and falls right at the feet of Dean Newell. Plays a lovely right footer out to Hamilton, and suddenly Casuarina's on the run. That ball's not where they wanted it, but it's come off Weave. And Coombe tried to put it back to Casemiro. Casemiro was looking the other way. And Mindle have a chance now. Reinberg puts one through. But Van Lingen's going to clean that up and does so. 74-minute mark. Men's Premier League, 2-0 advantage. 2 goals to Casuarina, 2 to the one player. Parakos Coombe, number 16. Young fella's now in the midfield. Casemiro's gone out to the left. Kudo in there doing some great work against an equally energetic, effective little player in Suarez. And this time Kudo comes back and wins it. That's so typical of Taki Kudo, a Japanese midfielder for Mindle. Right, Can Mindle work something out here? That's a lovely ball through. Can he clean it through? And who is there? What a save. That was on target.
It was. And we're talking. That's going to be the difference in the game, and it has been. It's a fact. He's just outstanding in goals, Bruce. Lovely strike.
What a highlight reel he's got from this game alone. Right, we've got Reza Passmore down getting some work on the cramps. We've got a cramp happening over there with, I think it's Kane Mindle as well for Mindle. All the players feeling the heat in the fatigue. Comes in the late stages of the game. 75 minutes gone, 15 to go of regulation time. Plenty of time for Mindle to get one back. But Casuarina have just been fantastic, and their keeper has matched them in every regard and just brought off another typical save. And,
Casuarina, Bruce, have not even dropped. If we thought they'd have, some tired legs. And sorry, I just missed that corner. Well, yeah, so to my point, you'd think that they would be, run out of legs. But no, they actually lifted, and they're clever subs by the coach has changed this whole complexion of the game. So it's going to be a battle for Mindle to get back on top of this.
Yeah, it's a great point, Morris, because it's not only your team, it's your bench, and then it's your coaching. And it's just been smart players, smart coaching tonight. Really have. And, it helps when you've got a keeper who's extraordinarily good.
Yes, definitely.
Like he has. He's kept 2 goals out that were clearly going in. And that would have made it a 2-all scoreline. But it's not, because he's that good. But Mindle have to keep trying. That's the name of the game. Kane Mindle's gone up again. Poor bugger. He's feeling it in that leg. Number 10. Brave play from him. He's just feeling it in those legs, and I think all the subs have been made at Mindle level. Lots of chat. Kane's gone, why are we going that far back? But anyhow, he's trying to call his players back up. This ball goes over the top. Phil Chittum needs to get there first, and does, but the ball slips away. Shot from Van Lincoln all along the ground and directed to goal. But bodies got in the way, and those bodies were the black shirts and the yellow socks of Mindle. So a corner kick. Dion Neal sending some of the instructions down. And out he goes, Corey Davis. So to go and pick the ball up as well. 77 minutes passed on the Northcrest scoreboard. Thank you to Northcrest, also to Rebel Sport, or Rebel, for their great support. Sharon and the team there, particularly the women's football. Also Umbro. And, of course, NTF, Construction Supply Specialist, Steel Iron Service and above in steel, and Northcrest. And Hyundai, who are still with us until the end of the year. Right, here we go. Phil Chittum, nice grab then. Tries to get his team underway. Barreto comes back at him. Nice work from young Charles Ericu. Great work from the youngster Suarez. And how good was Charles Ericu? Kept that ball in. And he's going again. Charles, you've tried everything tonight, mate. He's just got no one to help him. It's their ball. But that just sums up Charles tonight. Oh. He's such a graceful, elegant player, but today it's all determination and heart.
It is. And
I was disappointed no one was really helping him there.
No, and that's what's been...
They were watching him.
Yep. There's no one supporting or getting in the centre for a cross or anything. So but they've been lacking in that department today. There's no support play.
And he got a heavy check from Barreto, got through that. Then he had Suarez come in and do a nice little sneaky pinch. He got off that again.
Yep.
So impressed with young Rafael Suarez. Well played, young man. Charles Ericu, you are a star. You just need some help. Right, Reinberg on the ball. Can Mindle get one back and make this incredibly interesting last 12 minutes? Ball comes around. It's in the air. You want. There it is. It's gone in.
It's gone in.
It's gone off somebody into somebody. I can't really tell from here. I think it's an own goal. But a lovely ball through from Reinberg. That was all the cross. So 2-1. We got it.
We needed it.
We needed it. As neutrals, we're crying out for it.
Game on.
Game on, indeed. A goal to Mindle in the 79th minute. 2-1 is now the lead for Casuarina. Can Mindle get another one back? They have 10 minutes and a bit and time added. Time's been down. Neil's gone down. Time will be added on. When players get frustrated with it, it's more about momentum because they know they get the time back.
And it is momentum. It breaks the game. It gets, settles the game down. You can rethink, what went wrong and strategize through it. That's a good break for Casuarina.
Yeah. From Mindle's point of view, it's just keep that momentum up, keep that energy. And all I've got to say is that the reason they got that opportunity to put the ball in and then get that goal was Charles Ericu's work here before.
Correct.
It was stellar work, and then it took a lovely cross from Meinberg to put it in a dangerous situation, which ended up in the back of the net.
And to that point, Bruce, when you think of the first half, Charles was obviously battling, trying to get through that defence, and he didn't get that support or that assist. But it paid off. All the hassling he's been doing paid off with that goal.
Couldn't agree more. Right, here we go. 81 minutes. Into the last 9 minutes of time that they call regulation time. Reinberg goes across to Kudo. Kudo back into Joyce. They're trying to play their way out of over there. That's McCormick. Nice work from him. Unfortunately, if they dispossess him here and you get Luis Rodriguez on his left, if he puts this across, that's a goal. That is a goal. That is the danger of those two. Mark Casemiro, 1, 2, 3, around the keeper, around the defender, and goal. Mark Casemiro. He deserved a goal tonight. I don't know if he deserved one at that particular stage in the game.
No.
That's a killer for Mindle. But lovely work from them. And it goes back to the disruption in the momentum of the game.
Yep.
Gave Casuarina a chance to regroup, reboot, while their keeper was being attended to. And they got a third goal. Classy bit of work from Casemiro. He had Rodriguez on his inside. That sort of pulled two defenders away as well. He's as dangerous as can be. And this is really promising news for the Casuarina Football Club. Their amazing captain, number 4, Gordon Piera, coming back from a bad injury, now coming out and going to put on 7 minutes plus that in the centre defensive position. Actually, Reza Passmore's come off, so Reza did his normal 82 minutes, which is a way of saying he just was fantastic as normal.
Exactly, yeah.
Usually 90 minutes for Reza. It's a break tonight. That's Barreto. That's a bit of a payback from Charles Ericu on Barreto. And Barreto raises his hands, goes back, ties his shoelaces up, but nice work from him. No urgency from Casuarina. The captain, I assume he's now captain, Gordon Piera, is out there just setting the pace and pinching about 1.5 metres. And he pinched another metre. There he goes again. Will I get a third metre in? Yes, I will. No one's noticed. We'll get another one.
And there we go.
Oh, it makes my day. So he's pushed it forward. Sub's been made by Mindle.
And the officials have not noticed it.
Not at all. Clever. So Nick Constianis is out there. See if Nick can spark something in the midfield. Piero puts the ball down, goes to Pencho. Pencho goes across to Mario, who's been busy. Frustrating. He's frustrated, but he has been. Never gives up. Number 6 on the ball now. Had a couple of injuries during the game and pushed through them. And Reinberg getting excitable, as Barreto is. Now the most recent goal scorer on the run goes across to Keane. Keane then just unleashes Luis Rodriguez. Luis Rodriguez is dangerous from there. Goes across goal, but it had the feint and the pace and the look of a net changer.
Definitely.
Wow.
And those fresh legs have really helped for Casuarina the second half.
The subs they made have been really smart.
The coach has done a great job. Really good. Well planned. Well thought out. He definitely wanted to win tonight.
Yeah. Anyhow, 84 minutes and 32 seconds on the clock. Northcrest scoreboard. This is the Men's Premier League Friday night round 16 match here in Darwin. Thank you for joining us on whatever device you're on. I hope you've enjoyed this match as much as we have. More time to go. And I've seen many things change in this time. Mindle with the call and the ball. Johnny Penchow on the ball. He walks a metre, but gets pulled up. He got caught. One of the few ones today. Now, Tan, is trying to get around Barreto. Can't do that. Richie goes back. Gordon Perry puts his boot to it. Goes over Reeve, over Casemiro. But not over Joyce. Corey Davis does some great work again. Now it's a chance for Mindle. No, the ball comes loose. Keane on it. He's really excelled tonight. Another work from Keane again. Ball's been played as an advantage, I think, by the referee. Suarez and Keane didn't communicate there. They have all night otherwise. Now we have a chance for Reinberg to unleash the number 7. Away he goes. This should be a goal. He takes it and puts it away. We have a second goal.
5 minutes.
3-2.
5 minutes to go, Bruce.
Came from an offside position. Van Linger's complaining, gets a yellow card for dissent. Dean Neal can't believe it. You can, Dean. It's in the back of the net. We're moving on. 3-2. Mindle have one back. Entertaining game. 86 minutes gone. We're loving it.
Fantastic game.
That was line ball. He came from behind, Charles Ericu. Anyhow, let's just get on with it. 3-2's the scoreline. Plenty of time for Casuarina to get one back. They're capable of it. And obviously Mindle need one. 86.5 minutes on the Northcrest scoreboard. This is a round 16 match. It has been amazingly entertaining. 5 goals, all well taken, executed by the players. Right, Casuarina on the ball now. Corey Davis excelled. Goes back to Gordon Piera. He tries to thread it through to Coombe. Coombe goes back to the midfield where Kudo gets in early, but this time Davis is there again. Lovely strong work from Charles Ericu. Sees the run from Mario. Out comes Dean Newell. Came out early, got his right foot to it. Good tackle. All ball, play on. Goes out to Keane. Keane plays it down the middle. Nice work from That'll be pulled up. Didn't deliberately mean to do it. Got in the way. The referee understands that.
Yep.
Says that's okay, mate. But Johnny Penchow doesn't look okay. That's not good. Hit the ground, went flying through the air. He's all right. He's a tough nut. I like his work today.
When a player
he's been frustrated at times, but he's such a effort-orientated player.
Yeah, it works very hard. He does.
Right, Reinberg on the ball. Reinberg can dip these in well. Can Casuarina keep them out? Can Mindle get one? 88 minutes about to come up on a really entertaining round 16 match of the Men's Premier League in Darwin. It's not over yet. Ball comes in. Lovely ball from Reinberg. Cleared away. Now it has the dangerous Rodriguez on the ball. Kudo with him. Beats Kudo. Puts a ball across field trying to find somebody. I think Casemiro can't. So this just gives an opportunity. Picked up by Richie Barreto. He goes to Suarez. Suarez has got chance here now. He's got Coombe on one side. Now he goes back to Coombe. Coombe's got a chance to do a run here. That battle between 16 and 15's been worth admission as well. Ball will be won by them, but the ball's down the right end for Casemiro. For Casuarina. Casemiro Football Club. Anyhow. Sorry, but I find this a really exciting game of footy.
It is exciting.
3-2. Casuarina over Mindle. Goes back to Phil Chinham, the keeper. Mindle now have possession. Do they have enough time? Pushes forward, does Chinham. Tries to find Reinberg and does. Reinberg's first touch is good. Gets a push in the back. Referee says no. Plays on. So we go now to Mark Casemiro. Mark Casemiro tries to thread one through. Can't find Rodriguez. Come and get him again. Constantine's in there. That's a strong tackle for Mu. Now it goes back to off Mario. Great tackle from Gordon Piera. This will be a battle between them two experienced players. Right, throw in. Quickly taken by Mario. Throws it over the top, trying to find the dangerous Charles Eric, who already has one goal. How does he get away there? And the ball runs away from him. But how did he get through that?
That's just like speed.
There's no need for a referee to pull up there. That was lovely, well played. Oh, there is one more sub left. My apologies. I thought they'd all been used on the Mindle bench. Right, coming up to the last 8 seconds of time added on. Of time regulation. Of regulation time. Here we go.
And we've got 4
now,
minutes.
They've ended up 4 fingers. I don't know if it's 4 burgers.
I wouldn't mind one right now.
No,
but
exactly.
It's minutes.
It's 4 minutes, yep. Time added on, 4 minutes.
They could score
They
a few goals in 4 minutes.
We're in for a absolute roller coaster. Disney World time. Here we go. Comes off Joyce. Will go out of play and be Casuarina. There's always this quiet bit just before after the restart with the 4 minutes has been added, or 3 or 2. Now it'll just heat up. Rodriguez on the ball down the right end. If you're a Casuarina supporter, Mindle want it upfield. They want it up towards the dangerous Charles Ericu to the Reinberg runner. Ball's been progressed ever so slowly and assuredly by Casuarina down that full moon side or the scoreboard side. Hamilton on the ball now. Goes back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez then pushes out. So it'll be a goal kick. No, a corner. My apologies. Geez, they well worked that, Casuarina.
They did.
There's wasting the clock, keeping possession, and just gradually taking it down towards goal where they now have an opportunity to put a threat on. I'd imagine there'll be another sub coming from Casuarina as well, too. Anyhow, this is going to be a short corner. They're going to muck around over there for a little while, are they? Until the ball comes loose. They get it out. Frustration from Joyce, but he does it well. It came off the back of a Casuarina player. So Hamilton's boot.
He came through, said enough's enough, let's play on.
Referee wants the ball to go back. Dion Neal saying make a sub. Goalkeeper, 5th defender, and coach. Right, here we go. Mario on the run. Now you've got to be a goalkeeper. Number 6 has been busy. Can he get around Barretto? Puts one over the top. It's dangerous. Kane gets there now. It's going to fall. Will he take a shot? Cleared away by Van Lingen. Exciting times. The kids in this grandstand are going mad.
Jump it up.
The young ones. I think it must have been all that, what do you call them, those raspberry ice creams they had down there earlier, and the raspberry jellies.
I can't have any of those.
No. Here we go. Hamilton puts the ball through. It goes to no one. Picked up by Joyce. Joyce goes back to Reeve. Phil Chinham goes back to Joyce. Joyce now goes through to Nick Castellanos. Then it goes off to Mario. Puts one over the top. Pretty optimistic. But he gets his head there first as Gordon Piera. Coombe will keep this in. But unfortunately his body weight's the wrong way. Comes back at him again. And Mario showing the skill. He'll get that one. Gets the ball. Why he'd been having a conversation is beyond me. Get into position. You got 1 goal down. Let's go. Sub will be taken. Time added on we are. Sub will be slowly taken. And here comes the young fella. Perikos Coombe, goal scorer. First goal, second goal.
Well played.
Well played, young man. Number 16 coming from the pitch now.
And a really good shift tonight.
And his sub will be Zelio. And there goes Zelio Casimiro, the coach, number 11. Going on in the time added on period. Referee's got control of this. He knows what time it is.
Exactly.
Absolutely calm as. Well played, mate. Now, here we go. Number 15. Really effort player, and he's given so much effort tonight. Pencho on the ball. He's going to curl one around. That's a lovely ball, young man. Where does it go? Comes off the top of Will Reeve and will run out. Will's upset. Stamps the left and right foot into the, I was going to say the green turf, but it's brown there.
Yeah, it's brown in that area.
That's where the irrigation's just not working. And boy, we've been putting water on it.
Well, we'll be
it's been such a dry time.
Soon,
but we will be. Thank you, Morris.
Yes.
Your soon is lovely because it's
soon. I mean, it'll be after the finals.
Yeah, thank you, mate. I was going to say about 8 weeks from now. But anyhow, that goes over to Rodriguez. He misses that, so it'll be a restart for Mindle. Can they get this one back? We're in time added on. It is a 3-2 scoreline that favours Casuarina. And the Rowdies are without the ball at the moment. Can they get it back? Yes, they can. No, they can't, because the captain of Mindle is heroically going and keep it away. He gets tackled from behind. That'll be his ball. This will be a little cheap one, so you get a yellow for that. Luis Rodriguez runs back into position, as does Zelia Casemiro, sorry. Right, Mindle with the ball. Come on, this is an opportunity for him. Don't dilly-dally, as they said.
Exactly.
I don't know who said that. Oh. Here we go. Ball goes over the top. It's going to find a Mindle player. Is there one there loose? Down, Newell will go down. Take every second he can before the referee tells him to get back into play. Goes to an early throw. They see something happening here. There goes the whistle. Hamilton has the ball. It's the whistle over. And the referee come together and a point to the centre. What an entertaining game of football that was. 3-2. Casuarina over Mindle Aces. For the neutrals, that was fantastic. We'll take a short break, take a few short breaths, get a couple of players up here, or maybe one, and have a chat.
Yep, sounds
I know
great.
who I want to talk to.
Oh, yeah. Sounds
My
great.
name is Bristol, that is Morris Diago. That is a round 16 match of the Men's Premier League. Back shortly. Well, Friday night football delivers, and boy, what a game did that one deliver. For us as the neutrals, Morris, myself, that was just fantastic. 5 goals. It would have been a bit tense for you. I've got Dejan Neal with us. Dejan, first of all, we've got to say some of those saves tonight were out of the top shelf. Well done. How much pressure, how much do you feel that last 3 or 4 minutes of time added on?
Look, it was a bit long, especially with me going down, and the feeling was overwhelming. You know, we've had a couple of bad runs coming into this game, and for me, it felt like 120 minutes, mate. But the boys held on and played real well tonight.
Now, listen, just for the young keepers watching, there were a couple of saves you made today. I know you're going to tell me it's about practicing and stuff, but instinctively, you know, that first one you made, the second one you made, you really made a difference here tonight. What sort of comment or experience would you pass on to young keepers, the most important thing for them watching?
Probably footwork, keeping your head up high and watching the ball where it's going all the time. Staying mobile on your feet is always a big thing, but yeah, it's just over time, I guess, a bit of experience. You get that knowledge and what you have to do in a game. And obviously I pulled up a couple of saves, and yeah, it's about only bloody knowledge I could.
You're being your normal sort of, yeah, well, how would I put it, generous self, but they were sensational, mate. Well done. 2 questions from you, Morris, please, have we, mate?
Well, look, I mean, you've answered it. I thought you played fantastic, and the biggest thing is you play like a sweeper, more or less. You come out a lot. How effective has that been? You know, I looked at the days of, you know, when you played to get Azzurri, where they did the seasons before. What's the magic about, and what would you say out there when you're playing that kind of football as a keeper?
Sort of sweeper role sort of just gives a bit of confidence in the boys. That a bit of inexperience in our back line, as you can see. It's a couple of young boys there. When I play that sweeper role, it just sort of gives that extra man, you know, like that sweeper role always just gives the confidence within the boys. They're knowing that I'll come through and sweep through the ball. That's always a bonus for them, you know. So yeah, that's about it.
And just the last one, you've got, obviously, I think you go level with Azzurri at third, or there's a goal difference there, depending on what they do tomorrow night.
Yep.
Obviously, what as the coach said, do you want to stay in that same spot? Do you want to go top and get your odds? Who do you want to play in the finals?
No, we haven't really spoke about who we're going to play in the finals. Our main priority is to stay in the top 4 and lock in a spot for the finals. That's our main priority. And obviously playing tonight sort of showed the training that Zila has been playing in us, and how we've got to move the ball a bit quicker, a bit faster, and how we have to expose a few teams, and which tonight sort of showed. There's a couple of players that haven't played with us before, came in and stepped up and done well tonight.
Yeah, well put down. I just want to, before we go, I want to mention of Keane, Rafael Suarez, Corey, in the midfield. They were fantastic. And to your point about moving the ball quickly, they did exactly that.
Exactly. This is coming off last week as well. Them 3, not Rafael, but them 2, Corey and Keane, they're a bit slow moving the ball. We practiced that at training, how to move the ball quicker, and tonight it sort of showed, you know. So Zelia's training sort of coming together, and hopefully we can come off a bit stronger in these final terms.
Yeah, I agree with that too, and I thought also your coach Zelio Casemiro made some really smart changes in that game. So Dejan Neal with us, who had a fantastic game today, is our best keeper here in the NT by a long way. He's just showed us all his skills today. He'll be, as I said, what's the word I'm looking for here? Quiet about your achievements. You always want to talk about others. I know what it's like. But from me as a neutral, Bruce Sauter and you, Morris Daraga, that was a great game of football. Definitely, entertaining mate. Friday night football. I hope you enjoyed it. Whatever screens you're on, I hope you enjoy it. And join us again tomorrow. We do it all again, 4 o'clock, then 8 o'clock, here in Darwin. Good night.